よし、いけたかな。ちょっと待ってね。やるか。
3ダメージクラウドリセットのエースコンバット8字幕用初見です。
ダメージ。まあ、マジで、このゲームさ、一応そういう実績もあるんよな。この、キャンペーンメダルズのさ。一度もダメージを受けずにキャンペーンモードをクリアしたものにってやつ。よし、ちょっとこれガチでクリアしに行くわ。ストーリー最初から。スタート。まあ、ノーマルで行くわ。エースは一応全部やった。
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions
戦
asked.
闘機好きやったら面白いと思う。
That's how we got the parts
まあ、
to
別
build our
に
own
ストーリーが
Now, when I say we,
難
my grandpa,
しかったりはしない。まあ普通に
I
普
cut my
通。
teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself.
映像綺麗やな。
ねるねるねるねさんをオシ
I
ア
was at the
VS なんと
airstrip
か
doing
広
some
告。
flight training.
そうそう、オーシャ VS LG やね。
まあまあ綺麗やろなこれは。
It wasn't much of a plane, more of a
もう戦闘機好きやったら最高よ。どうしよう、なんか縛り入れる？この、俺一応課金アイテム買ってるから、架空のめっちゃ強い機体とか使えるって、正直。
Took 6 years and 8 months.
実在する機体オンリーとかでもいいよ、全然。
And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl,
ね
just
るねるねるねさん
older.
好きあらば宙返
But
り。
now, I was all
ね
alone.
るせ直らないさん旅客機とかないん。
ないよ。戦闘機や。
Wherever the souls of my gramps and his pals are flying,
ノーダメチャレンジやで。結構難しいで。
Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
まあ確かにな。正直ノーダメは多分いけるで。機銃ダメージ食らうことをあれしなければ。
ねるせ直らないさん見るとかにコメント出したりせえへんの。ねるねるねるねさん視界を動かさないと。
コメント出してもいいけど、映像ちゃんと見たやろ。別に出してもいいけど。
straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's
視界動かさんも多分いけるで。
tailing something.
ああ、どうなんやろな。マップ見て俺やるからな。
Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Should have been my offensive piece of junk. 寝癖がおらないさんこれ振りしろ。
これはどっちでもできる。でも俺は一人称で全然いいよ。三人称が正直簡単やね。これ。
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down.
さあ、ブリーフィング。これかっこいいよね。
Instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yusia as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified
ねるねる
aircraft
ねる
was
ねさん
approaching.
かっこいい。
Communication systems
そういうような
were down
ブリーフィング。
immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yusian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert.
じゃあ指示付きじゃないやつ使っていいよ。
Fly there immediately.
これ全然使うけど。
Then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land.
ねるねるねるねさんオスコンやとベルカ出てくるシリーズかっこいい。
そうやな。こっちのがエースコンバット感あるよな。
We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base.
何使いましょ
Drill.
う。そう、レーザー射出できるやつとかあるからな。どれ使うか。ここら辺が指示付き。
普通にレールガン使っていく。
そう、普通にレーザー出してレールガン出して、ここら辺はもう完全に、あれ、架空の機体。ここら辺も。あ、F10 とかあるな。この ADFX とかさ、ここら辺感じ強いからさ、でとりあえず一回ちょっと使ってみるか、架空機体。めちゃ強いからさ、まあ見といてくれよ。どれ使おう。TLS 積んでるやつでいきたいな。これ。タクティカルレーザーシステム。で、パーツの選択で、MGP じゃないよな。PELM、EML じゃなくて TLS やから。もうレーザーがマジ強いんよ。レールガンはあったっけな？多分あると思うわ。運動性能がね、団地なんよ。架空機体って。
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
コックピットもこんなんやからさ。この機体だけいかんすぎるやろ。
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage take off. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
しゃ行くか。そうやな。てか大体でも結構離陸早い。まあエスコンってそんな戦闘機に関してはリアルじゃないからな。戦闘機シューティングゲーって言われてるぐらいからな。そう、これでいけるんよ。ほら。これがレーザー。次どっからわっけ？違う。
ノルマルノルマさんはレーザーレールガンしか使ったことなし。
いやー、レーザーめっちゃ強い TLS。これ射程どれぐらいなんやったっけな。そうや、ノーダメチャレンジや。食らってないよな。オッケーオッケーオッケー。
寝癖治らない3要素は
酔いそう俺ゲーム酔いしたことないからな。ゲーム酔いの感覚がマジでわからん。当たりそう。危ない。
ネルメルメルメさんレスポンドはあんまり弱いかも。
レスコンあんま酔わん。でもエスコンが一番酔いそうやけどな。個人的に。酔いというものを知らない人から見て一番酔いそう。
ネルメルメルメさんゲームはめっちゃ弱い。
あ、どういう意味か。これ8000切ったら当たるよな。クソ強いやん、マジレーザー。これちょっとチートかもな。もういいけどさ。おった。やっぱコックピットあった方が戦闘機っぽいよな。あんまかっこよくないよな。強マジで。オッケー。やべえ、これ暗っ。いや、いつら危な。実はいつもな、機銃縛りしてるからさ、ミサイル使うの久々なんやな。落ちたな、あいつ。
ネルメルメルメさん途中が赤なんで何のレーザーかな。
波長赤。 どうなんやろな。でもこんな高周波レーザーとか出せへんやろ。オッケー。これ酔うで。多分。
ねるねるねるねさん、普通に出力足りなさそう。
うん。そんな長距離でレーザー出せたら、全部これでいいやんってなって思うよな。よし。
ねるねるねるねさん、ステン移動が一定の速度以上同感し合うんなちゃうかな。
そうかな。わからん。
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
ねるねるねるねさん、人にいるか。
人によるな、多分。
ねるねるねるねさんブトル。
VTR これできひん。どう？核空気使って OK。俺的には結構チートやと思うで。俺もやめた方がいいと思うレベル。そのレベルで強い。
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Ocean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Ocean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Erusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Erusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Erusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usha was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usha, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Frozen is set to leave of the kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Yosh.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usea. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Yosh. レーザー禁止で行くから、ファルケン使うか。違う、無誘導爆弾やから。どれ？これか。と、まあ、航続距離？誘導性能アップ、ロックオン速度。航続距離かな。
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
やばいやばいやばい。食らったら終わり、食らったら終わり、食らったら終わり。
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
メルメルメルメさん、波重が一番怖い。
いや、ほんまに。
8083こんばんは。
おいすー。お久しぶりです。ちょっとテストがあったんでね、あんまり配信ができなかったっていう。
メルメルメルメさんを差し。残りの8083になるけど。
そう。ほぼ留年が決まるテスト。いや、マジで、リアルでここ数年で一番勉強したからな、数日間。クソ焦ったわ、ほんま。全科目テストやからさ。そう。いや、まあ、全体の 10% しか入らんねんけど、まあ、このテストで半分切ったら、データ的にはほぼ留年するみたいな。そんなテストやって。で、しかももうなんか、4年の範囲も入るみたいな。まあ今4回なんやけど、今年習ってまだ科目試験やってない範囲も出るみたいな。 そもそも勉強する始めてないどうすんねんみたいな。全部で何科目あるんかなあれ。十何科目あるのを1日かけて、一気に全部の科目をやるっていうテストで。なんかセンター試験の模試みたいな感じ。
猫レゲ8083、それはきついね。
そう、きつかった。マジできつかった。ノーダメいけるんじゃない多分。
猫レゲ8083、ダメージフィだったらどうするの？
最初からやり直し。いや、ミッション最初からやり直しやな。さすがに最初からやり直しはしない。ストーリーを。このミッションは簡単やけど、多分きついミッションが出てくると思う。なんか普通にそういう実績があって、それを解除したいな、みたいな。あっぶだ！今食らったと思った。次ボッとし。きた、もうこれが一番やばい。この無人機とやり合うんが一番しんどい。こいつら無人やから、ありえへん起動してくるよな。そういう起動危ないよ。これ正面からやり合う起動。すれ違いに肘を当てられたら終わるんよね。ナイス？よし、壊した。ナイス。オッケー。雲の中やとな、ロケットとかの誘導性能下がるんよな。こんな感じで。よし。これいけそうやな、このミッション。途中で、マジで多分無理ゲーのとこが出てくるんよな。そこさえ。ぽい。よーし。
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
多分ノーダメよな。
No point arguing. That's how
ノーダメか。よしよし。
you shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
大量にね、敵が出てくるミッションだからね。それが一番しんどい。
ねるねるねるねさん嬉しい 0%。
今んとこ順調。 ノーダメージクリアって出てるかな。あったあった。ノーダメージドーナツ。これがついたら OK。まあまあまあ、まだここら辺はさ、触りやからさ。一応ストーリーも見れるように。ムービーも流しとくわ。次どんなミッションやったっけ？
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack.
救出はこの次ちゃうかな。大統領救出のやつやろ。それは多分もうちょっと先やと思う。多分。
However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator.
あ、救出や救出や。確か救出これ。違うかったわ。
The enemy maintains air superiority over Choppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones.
どうも、枕。
Using a new advanced type of drone.
ノーダメチャレンジ中です。
Airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Ocean Army headed up the development of the
そう、これがやばいんよ。このアーセナルバード戦がめちゃめちゃ辛いと思う。マジ十何機ぐらい無人機が出てきて、蜂の巣にされるから。
We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
よし。とりあえずファルケンで行くけど。
ねるねるねるねさん切り離すときつらそう。
そうやな。どれにしようかな。やっぱな、対空特化がいいよな。これすっか、なんか空中で爆散する。ミサイル搭載量アップはいらんな。よし。
これで8083ブービー出てくるやつ。
ブービー出てくるやつ。どうやろな。なんか無人機がめっちゃ出てくる。下から、機体の下から切り離されて大量に出てくるよ。それをね、ノーダメやから、ミサイルとかは避けれるよ。でも機銃ってマジで避けるの大変やから。てか、後ろ疲れたら、離れるしかないから。
ねるねるねるねさんブービーは
6。あ、俺6はやってないな。タス動画では見た。レスコンのタス動画おもろいよな。無誘導ミサイル。
ねるねるねるねさん5だった。
うん、すげえ、この機体。旋回速度がすげえや。
ねるねるねるねさんスレスライドっていうのおもろい。
そうやな。あの距離ぐらいやったらいけそうやけどな。コックピットでやるか。でもコックピットでやるの久々やな。ね、コックピットでやりたいよな、でもなんか。なんかな、もう一個の。やばい、これ。危な。いや、すれ違いの瞬間ってね、結構当たるんよ。ミサイルが。
Don't move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Four remaining.
このゲーム BGM 好きなんやな。
Three remaining.
Let's do the humane thing and put it down. Locked,
マジでミサイルって使えたら楽やな。でね、機銃だけでクリアするっていう実績もあるよ。ミッションを。
Don't ice up in there.
正直その方がまあ、なんか、ストレスよな。しんどいわ。絶対距離詰めなあかんからさ。ミサイルやったらなんか、まあ、発射ボタン押しといたら当たるんよ。正直。こうやって。機銃は近づいて狙ったりとか、
Radar shows no sign
あと、こう、旋回してる敵とかやったら、先の動き読んで撃たなあかんから。変異差射撃ってやつやな。それがしんどいな。来た来た来た来た。これこれこれこれ。
Caution. A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft.
やばいやばいやばいやばい。本当の。まあ一応チェックポイントからやり直せばいけるやろ。
ねるねるねるねさん草。
いや、あのミサイルね、結構当たんねん。こいつら無限脇で勝つ。この数やからな。
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal.
なんか空中で爆発するミサイル持ってきたわ。いっぱい倒せるように一気に。マジで軌道おかしいからこいつらほんまに。
We're just waiting for
OK
mission.
バレルロール。
through this trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones. These guys will go down easy.
All aircraft. No change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
これは当たらん、これは当たらん。これは当たる、予見と。
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
多分いった。よしよしよしよしよしよし。
Let's knock you sideways. Even a machine can be outsmarted.
Missile headed for friendly.
これ当たりそう。OK
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
ねるねるねるねさん足がって気づいてくるって。
撃ってくる撃ってくる。
Got a UAV headed right for you.
Roger that.
別に今回アースルバード壊さんでもいいんやけどな。OK？ 無人機さえ壊せば OK、このミッション。無人機近づくとな、こう危ない。あ、もうあのすれ違い機銃で入れられるのが一番ないわ。ナイス。
Skeleton 3's lost.
ねるねるねるねさんに
いや、普通に機銃。
Air superiority. HQ, what's happening?
まずいまずいまずいまずいまずいまずいまずいまずいまずい。
Air superiority.
OK。
Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking.
Control ground. I'm breaking up!
Skeleton 2 lost.
We've got incoming.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses.
No.
Command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. They knew this earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to
Okay.
escape.
We'll go. But Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back.
あれは落ちた。
Get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort column 2.
そう、これで無人機を落とせってなるから。
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and call your head.
よいしょ。 下手くそ今の。
Squadron, you're going toe to toe with the UAVs. Good work.
下からになった方がいいのかな。まあ1対1では負けへん。
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Column squadron, Mage squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage 2, UAV down.
あとボス戦とかやばそうやな、今から考えたら。
これで8083難易度は
なんで一応ノーマル。エースはやめて、もう絶対無理。一生終わらん俺も。
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
一応ノーマルでやってます。やらせていただいております。その武器なんか空中で爆発するって言うけど当たらへんねんな別に。
Engage now. Attack.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile! Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Column
ネル
2,
ネルネル
status
ネさん
report.
近接侵犯
うん。
Just
なんか高速移動してる敵に当たらんっぽいなこれ。
I'm against NSU
無人機やから一気にやれるかなと思って持ってきたけど、これやったら
It's matching me move for move.
Column 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Fox 3. Mage 2, locked.
うわこれ一気にいけそう。
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Get those UAVs off of France.
Get your asses out.
Locked on.
よーし当たってよーし。
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Jet meat.
当たって
I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire?
ヒットか。
Not good. Brody, break off.
Mage 2.
こういうの当たらんのよな。旋回しまくってる。当たるね。
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him? The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired. Mage 1 launching missile.
うわー
Going for the low.
オッケー。
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible. Column 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. We can eat.
Column 2, get a hold of yourself. Column 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Column 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got brownie?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I to say.
ねるねるねるねさん自分ダメージくる。
Not a girl who
くらへんわ。
just not in her DNA.
さすがにない。そんな下手ではない。
That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Main Squadron, withdraw.
H2, 僕が考えた最強の兵器や。
H2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway is clear. H2, you are cleared for landing.
そんな、ずれてることある？
3000 to
ねるねる
runway.
ねるねさん20反転プロペラはロマン。
H2, lower speed.
できないっす。
H2, bank right. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Nicely done, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
ノーダメージクリアでしょ。次も多分いける。でももう空中爆散武器は使わん。ノーダメージボーナス。OK!
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped,
ねるねる
too.
ねるねさん教師あり学
One's
習
a。great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osea, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osea was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osea down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
よし。
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osea's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
全然関係ないけどさ、今日朝起きるとき普通にさ、俺避難訓練のアラートで起きたわ。
However, a reconnaissance suggests
あれのおかげで起きれたわ。
along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission.
そうそうそう、それで起き
The
た。
lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger.
エマージェンシーアラート。
After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr.
大津波警報の
after rendezvous. Good luck
あ
out
れ
there, everyone.
アラートで起きた。緊急エマージェンシーコールアラート。それ微妙やな。やっぱ 4AAM かな。4AAM やな。搭載量アップやろ。まあ誘導性能なんか変わらへんやろっていう正直。あんまり意味ないか。変えても。っていうのはあるよね。ていうか全然読み上げんくなったけど。配信が終了しましたって。
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you.
いや、エマージェンシーはいる。
Make contact.
切れるのエマージェンシーって。
If you're spotted, the mission is over.
アンドロイドか。アンドロイドやったら切れそうやわ。
Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden.
iPhone やったらそこら辺に制約ありそうやけ
Setting
ど
up。the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Mage 2, the enemy detected your movement. Abort mission.
マジか。
寝るな寝るねさんわからん。前までなってた気がするんや。
それ俺も一緒や。LINE ならんくなったもん、俺 LINE。LINE の通知がなんか、通知センターいじっても全然画面に出んくなった。来ても、携帯触れるだけっていう。
Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue
来てる感で察しなあかんね。
success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
大丈夫。これね、赤いところに入ったらあかんっていう、そういう、入らずに目的地に行くっていう、それだけのミッション。一応、後で戦闘悪いけど。
Third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
正直これそこまでむずくないよね。
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes.
入ってない。オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。
Space elevator and launched a spaceship from it.
寝る寝る寝るねさん
Despite
を
his
押すことを
success,
れるんや。
he remains
そう、通れるで。
猫0808さんそこ行けるの。
best to
そう、ここいけるで。
hand trigger.
みんなびっくりしすぎやろ。実はいけるんやな、こ
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is
れ。
clear.
このミッション、
Don't
あん
celebrate
ま
yet.
り
The real fight
考えなくてもできるっていう。最速で終わらせれるからね。こ
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly.
うこんなロッ
Destroy the anti-air around the space.
危ない危ない。この AA ガンがやばいからな。
Goblin's landing zone.
あれ結構当たるからな。
Missile closing. Evade.
地上のミサイルは大丈夫や。
寝る寝る寝るねさん当たりな。
当たったー
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly.
これ、結構やばいかもしれん。
Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
寝る寝る寝るねさん
H2, target destroyed.
これ、でもな、ミサイルでちまちまやるのも嫌なんよな、なんか。
Half of the anti-air guns down.
オッケー。
Mage 2, missile away.
Sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here.
冒険します。
が回れてる
Jump through the fire. Now it's our turn.
よし。普通に急ぎました。近道通りました。
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. All SAM sites down. All anti-air
ギリギリ攻めるわ。
destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to
寝る
land.
寝る寝るねさんが。
この低さ。
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. Their container-launched
やっ
UAV
ぱ超低空飛行ってこう、当たってる今の。
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless.
よし。
Destroy all hostiles.
寝る寝る寝るねさんチョコエクレア。
てかさ、YouTube のコメントよくわからないけどさ、水しぶきかっけーがなんでアウトなコメントなん
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
わけがわからへん。YouTube の AI。
Sea Goblin, heading over to the ex-president's location now. Run for the container! Take!
Fox 2.
いやー、ミサイルラックやー。もう発射ボタン押すだけやもう。丸2回押すだけ。
寝る寝る寝るねさん水しぶきかってやる
いや、ほんまに。なんでわかんねやろな。もう、もろにアウタのコメントとかは結構弾くけどさ。頼む。よーし。それミサイルなくなりそうやな。武器かっけだよね。無限に出てくるけど、ドローンが。まあ、焦らず後ろから食ってると多分当たるよ。当たったし。
ねるねるねるねさんもうわからんわら。
これ無誘導で当てるしかないんかな、距離的に。それかトーク型爆弾か。これ空中より地上の方が脅威かもな。
ねるねるねるねさん機銃が最大の敵ならわら。
うん、機銃ちょっとな、しんどいな、これ。多分当たる。当たらんか。よし。多分当たった。当たらんか。よし、当たった。うわー、こう。当たったやろ。よしよしよしよしよしよしよしよし。もう一度で狙ってみるか。どこへ。やっぱ無誘導じゃ当たらへんな。あ、うっす。いや、すれ違い結構当たるんよな、機銃が。しんどいとこやで。ちょっと待って。このミッション積むかもしれん、俺。積む予定なかったのに。
ねるねるねるねさんに誘導爆弾なって
誘導度爆弾持ってった方がいいかもしれん。けど、兵装変えようと思ったら最初からやらんとあかんのよな。結構めんどくさい。あー
メルメルメルメさん。
Craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
無誘導でチクチク狙うか、ロックオン距離上げるしかないな。
メルメルメルメさん、それはヘタポイか。
やってるわ。
Going to, hang in there.
Targeting gun range.
いいよ。
Mage 2, vehicle destroyed.
いいよ。当たって当たって。よし。
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Target eliminated.
A だけミサイル使って。ミサイル温存やな。いい感じいい感じ。
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
Express identified. Behind the gantry crane. Mr. Harling, stay right there. Jacob's been hit. Incoming rocket.
Sea Gauntlet.
よーし。
Bond, is Mr. Harling alive?
You inspire me, Trigger. I learned how to deal with these guys by watching you.
Missile launched.
They got the chopper and Sierra too. That was thermal barrett.
3 remaining.
Rocket.
Damn.
作業とかしてる。
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Hurley. Rescue unit down. Along with the soldier who had this radio.
余裕っすね。
Mr. Hurley got him here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
オッケー。
There's no way we can provide adequate cover.
1 remaining.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Hurley.
It'll do.
Golem Squadron. Let's take it up a notch, okay?
All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data lake.
Mother Goose 1. That's the best you can call it.
まあまあまあ、こんなもんやな。
All
そんな感じでいけばいけるね。
All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready
ちょっと待って。オッケー。
to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Hurley wants to spend the night.
ちょっと待っていい？オッケー。
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1
おい。
is heading south.
やっぱ男やったらここ通りたいやろ。
It's remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting
あの道
confirmed.
明かりついてないやろ。
One, Forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
A big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Golem,
とりあえず今日はこのミッションで終わろうかな。
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me.
ロケリー欲がうずくわ。ちょっとロケリーして。
missile away.
Missile headed for friendly.
Enemy UAV down. Keep up the good work.
They're after me.
Roger. Sending UAVs in the transport. Orders are to fire warnings.
Hit me, Nick.
Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue why UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
よし。
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, Roger.
俺のミサイルそんな当たらんけど。な、俺のミサイルそんな当たらへん。そんな当たらへんで、俺のミサイル。うわ、あいつら一気にやりて。よし。シュート。あれは当たったぞ。結構当たるな。
1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
No.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control? It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond. Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
落とす落とす。待って待って。
Mage 2 locked.
Mage 2, kill confirmed.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling.
めちゃめちゃ落とせるな、このミサイル。
The UAVs are continuing their...
Mate 2, Mate 2.
一応
Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
これで
Mate 2 fired that. It was OG. A friendly missile hit him. Verifying the situation. Stop speculating. Friendly fire. I saw it. Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived. Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1, was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately.
ふう、エスコン満足。今日のエスコンは満足。抜けり一緒。
You can't fly for a while. You understand?
さあ。 ってことで、よし、ノーダメ。
ルネさんロケリーノーダメクリア。
ロケリーはノーダメクリアとかない。ってことで、とりあえずちょっと枠変えます。おつー。